Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome back to another edition of the Cruising Podcast. I am your host, Andrew Cruz, and today's Wednesday. And as promised, I am having anime video games today. What is good? What is good? Where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on YouTube at Cruising Podcast, also at Apple Podcasts, which is Cruising Podcast as usual. But also where you can find the latest updates of the Cruising Podcast, just really anything lifestyle wise going on, with the podcast is at Cruising Podcast on Instagram, also at Nicetown Finest on Twitter. Also, that's where you can find like my streams when I tell you guys, hey, I'm having a stream coming up on Twitch. Nicetown_Finest27 is the Twitch channel, and you literally do it every day. I play 8.4. Went back to King's Canyon for the season reset. Man, it's awesome to play back on the original map with the new update on it, which is not the new update, but the new update. I don't know how to really explain it, but the when it still has the gauntlet on it, when the gauntlet was first put on, it was amazing. It's really like I'm stuck on fucking platinum again. So who can help me? Who can help me? Help me. Help me, help you, help me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I need. That's all I need. I need a good team. But yeah, that's where I'm pretty much stuck at, is on Platinum 4 again, as usual. But yeah, that's where you can find the stream, is on Twitch. Yeah, anime wise. All right, so I got you guys for anime stuff. I've been watching. I finished off Fire Force. Finally finished off Fire Force. I had to finish this off before I talked about it. I couldn't just half-ass y'all with, oh man, I only watched half the episodes. No, listen, I watched the rest of Fire Force. Let me tell you something. This is a great fucking anime. These new gen animes are doing something different. They're incorporating the music. Their opening music, fantastic. I don't know who said we need to change it up and we're gonna make this shit sweet. Fire Force got me hyped with the first, the first half's opening. The second half opening, it could be better. The first half got me amped. That shit was legendary, like top 5 type opening type shit. Like next to like Bleach, Samurai Shampoo, all those. That shit is a top 5 fucking legendary opening to me. That's just me. Understandable if you're a hater. Somewhere. Shit, I should have brought my water with me. Also, the ending to this got so deep. The ending to this season got so deep, very deep. You know what I'm saying? They got their Squad 8 got their like whole team together now. Really, the best times is when Shinra finally starts fighting his brother. That was some good ass fights. Listen them going back and forth with the whole the whole Adola link, and knowing that Shinra has this thing called the Adola Burst, which is apparently ancient powers that only a few people in the world have with the Fire Force type deal. And if you guys don't know, his feet are kind of like jet propulsion type deals. Man, those fights between him and his brother though, man, those very fucking good. Also, the fight that everybody was telling me, hey, Drew, wait until you get to the junkyard. This shit's gonna get real once they get to the junkyard. I was like, all right, man, all right, y'all got me hyped. I'm ready. All right, I'm hyped. I gotta go back and watch the shit. We get to the junkyard, and they're trying to recruit Vulcan. Junkyard scene was fucking awesome. That was a good fight. That was a good fight between Arthur and those other white clads. Man, that was a good ass fight. The fight scenes in Fire Force are well done. Very, very well done. And I'm telling you, the biggest badass in the whole entire show is the guy that doesn't have fucking powers, which is Captain Obi. Oh, Captain Obi doesn't have any powers. He has no pyrokinetic powers. He has none of these shits. He's not even a Gen 1. You know what I'm saying? He's not a Gen 1. That's how crazy. That's how, he's, there's right now, what we know so far is that there are 4 different gens for the pyrotechnic. uh, pyrokinesis. Pyrokinesis. I hope that's a fucking word that can be used right there. So people that can move fucking fire, all right, and also can produce fire on their own. So it goes by the gen, the stronger it is. The fourth gen is where pretty much Shinra and his brother is, and show are that we know of right now. Let me tell you something. The fights between like the Shinra versus Captain, the captain of the number one squad, yo, that was actually really good fucking fight. That was a good fight, even though it was one sided. It was almost one sided until the end, until he started really using his powers. When he finally learned how to use his powers, whoo, whoo, Shinra's gonna be a problem. He's gonna be a really good MC. I'm telling you, he's gonna be a really good main character. Very like we're gonna be start talking about him in the same breath of like Deku and fucking oh my god. Wow. Like right now, like the new gen people, like you know what I'm saying? That's where that he's definitely top, top 10 right now. He might get to sneak into that top 5. We're gonna see. We're gonna be there, and I'm fucking hyped for season 2. That's all I can tell you right now. Season 2 is gonna be fucking fire. No pun intended. Well, pun intended with the puns. What's going on here? I gotta check out what's going on here. Who's hold on. Okay, so they don't. I think that the new season is going to be great. I can't wait. I think we're going to dive a little bit deeper into the Adolaverse, more about what's going on with show, all this shit. I think it's going to be great. So I'm excited to watch this next season. Okay, now let's go to the best show right now. Well, all right, that's just my opinion. But one of the better shows right now is My Hero Academia. Yo, listen, listen. The new number one, which is Endeavor, the final episode was the most. This was a nice coming of age season. We saw Deku finally fight at 100% without having to worry about his body breaking down. We saw probably the best, to me, probably the second best entrance of a villain in the series that like almost ever with Overhaul. And then, Gentle Criminal was all right. He was an all right, one. But, I felt like Overhaul, they kind of fucked them up with doing all those modifications and shit. I think the modifications and doing all that cool shit, I mean, all that big shit that normal animes always fucking do and get into that trap, I didn't like that. That was the only thing I didn't like. You should never fuck with Overhaul. You should have just let him be, like, look like, a regular dude that's just a fucking killer. That has like the sweetest fucking quirk. The dude can touch you and restart your whole body, take away your body, and also fix you back up if he really wanted to. Like, and that's what he was doing to Eddie. So I think that the end of this season was probably the best because we saw everybody had their hero. Well, let's be real. Only Deku and Endeavor really had their hero moment. And that's the first time we ever seen Endeavor. I didn't know Endeavor had hair. I thought the dude was always on fire. It was kind of weird. I was like, why is he always on fire? He actually has hair, red hair, but he actually has hair. We also saw, this is the first time we actually seen Todoroki's rest of Todoroki's family. We only seen his sister and his mom. This is the first time I ever seen his brother. Now, if we have seen his brother before, I don't know. Gotta remember, like, Endeavor beat the shit out of everybody in that family. Like, let's not forget that he was a child abuser / domestic abuser. Let's not forget who Endeavor is. Like, I know he had his hero moment. That's cool. He had the little moment where he put his hand up after he won the fight. That's cool. Let's not forget who Endeavor is. He's an asshole. You got to work to not be an asshole anymore. That takes steps. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so we know most of Todoroki's past. I don't think we know everything yet, especially with Endeavor. We don't know Endeavor's past either. All we know is that Endeavor was trying to have a child that had both fire and ice, that can do both, because he overheats. He can overheat. That's why he was trying to have a child that also had ice, so they won't overheat. The cool part can cool them down as they're heating up. That's why Todoroki is like he wants him to be his protege. All right, that's how everything was explained in the story in the final what the final two episodes. That's how it was explained that he wanted to make sure that one of his children, if they do become a hero, doesn't overheat like he does. See, because he can overheat. Sorry. So yeah, he can overheat, and that's mostly his problem. That's like his weak. That's probably his weakness for real. Is that he can't sustain that long. Todoroki's gonna fucking eventually go above him. Shoto's gonna go above him because he can cool himself down by himself organically. He can do it by himself because that's part of him. So that's what we got out of that too. And also the My Hero Academia movie gave us another look at Deku's power, the power of all for one. No, one for all. Shit, they always got me fucking confused with this shit. So one for all can be like he's the ninth generation of one for all. I forgot about that shit. And you gotta understand there's 9 other people that power has been passed down to. You know what I'm saying? So with that in mind, we're probably gonna get more in depth about the other 9 that actually had this power. We already seen one. I mean, he's still alive. I forgot that he was still alive. I thought All Might killed his ass. I guess he didn't. But yeah, All Might whooped that ass though, dog. So yeah, it was yeah, it was a good. It was a good final episode, man. It was one of the best episodes for real. To tell you the truth, this season was kind of slow. We had our like little filler type area there with the whole with the Gentle Criminal. That was kind of like a little filler thing with the Spring Festival and all the rest of that shit. That seemed like that was like a couple like a about 5 filler episodes there, but they were really good episodes. In the final we see them doing their band shit. It was amazing. I was very very I think this season was very well put together. And then we got to see, the top 9 heroes, which Hawk being number 2. Hawk's power is actually pretty cool, man. Like he can take feathers off of his wings, and pretty much they are strong as shit. They can just carry people and stuff and use them as weapons. I thought that was pretty sweet, man. I think his powers. The first time we actually saw Hawk was in the movie, was in the My Hero movie, Heroes Rising. So, and he wasn't really used as a hero. He was just used as like he wasn't really used. They just brought him up. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys get a chance, definitely go watch My Hero Academia season 4. This was actually very well done. Like the first episode pissed me off, but then after that, man, with the introduction of Overhaul and his Yakuza gang, it was great. It was definitely if you guys get a chance, check this show out. I think that's about it right now, man. That's about it. I know everybody's playing that Valorant game, the one from Riot Games that kind of plays like Counter-Strike. I've been watching a few, but man, the graphics look like shit though. Like that's the only thing. Their graphics look pretty bad. Like it looks like Counter-Strike from like Counter-Strike's 2009. But I like that you get special abilities on this. It's kind of played like if you don't know Riot Games. Sorry, if you don't know Riot Games is is the ones that make League of Legends. So I might be wrong. Yeah, I might be. No, I'm not wrong. It's League of Legends. So, yeah, Riot. Yeah, so they did a good job with not really telling anybody it was coming out, but they gave a bunch of people like Steam passcodes and stuff so they can play it. So, and it's going to be free to play, but it's going to be played like. So if you like CS:GO, definitely go check out Valorant, especially on Twitch, because they a lot of people. Goodness gracious, a lot of people watching that. It's like 14 million people. So yeah, definitely go check that out, especially in these quarantine times. Man, I think next episode I'm gonna have a list of animes that I think you guys should definitely, if you're looking to binge watch some animes, definitely got some got some animes for you to probably get you through this quarantine period, especially if you love animes. And video game movie wise, Sonic the Hedgehog, definitely go check that out. It was family fun. If you want to watch a movie with your family and you have children and stuff like that, watch Sonic the Hedgehog. It was a great movie. I thought it was great for a family. I think it was great family fun. I'm hearing Trolls is too. So, that's just what I heard from the grapevine. So, with that, I'm gonna call this an episode. I know it's only like I'm saying got some moves to make, aka go to work as usual. But with that, I want to say thank you guys so much for listening. Where you can find the Cruising Podcast one more time is on YouTube at Cruising Podcast. Also on goodness gracious, on Apple Podcasts, which is Cruising Podcast. Also at anywhere else you can find podcast needs, that's where you can find the Cruising Podcast for real. Also, where you can find me and all the like anything updates wise for for the Cruising Podcast is at Cruising Podcast on Instagram, also at Nice Down Finance on Twitter. Don't know how to change it. Been trying to do it, but I don't know. Somebody, if anybody out there can tell me how to change my fucking handle, that'd be great. Without me having to pay for the shit. I don't know if I gotta pay for it. I haven't even seen a button to find the shit. I really don't want to make a new Twitter. I just want to build on this old one. We'll see. But with that, I want to thank you guys so much for watching and also listening. And with that, thank you guys so much for both. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I'll be here on Friday for some semblance of sports. All right. Deuces. Oh, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Deuces.